You know, yeah, I'll call the meeting to order at 6:34. Welcome, everybody. So, first agenda item is review of minutes. Still working on the draft for the last meeting, but the first meeting on the 24th is in front of you. If you could just take a couple of seconds or minutes, and let me know if there's any recommended edits.
I read them earlier.
Finish it in the button.
Huh?
Oh, it needs to start somehow?
No, I think it's being recorded.
Okay.
The best I can do.
It's better with QR code.
We accept the minutes for September 24.
I'll second it.
Been moved and seconded to accept the minutes from the 24th. Any discussion? Hearing none. All in favor?
Aye.
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 Okay, 4 in favor, none opposed. All right. Next agenda is any updates on tasks. It's just discussed at the first meeting. I meant to say at the last meeting, but there were still some going from the first meeting too. So anyone have any updates on the tasks that we've been talking about last two meetings?
Just as far as town council contact, at Monday night's meeting, Board of Selectmen. I got approval for us to contact town council on whatever we need to contact them on through this committee.
Good news.
Have we heard anything back from town council about whether he'll attend the meeting?
I sent him an email today and, did you try to get a hold of him?
Yep.
Did,
Yep. I similarly just, suggested we have a quick introductory call.
Yeah.
And waiting to hear back.
Mhm.
But my thought was just to sort of introduce the committee and where we're at so far and what we'd like to, talk about and see what his recommendation is for that, whether it's to come out and meet with us or to, do a Zoom call or however he wants to do it.
you did have an email with him, Phil, didn't you?
Did send him an email, yes,
Yeah.
or nothing back.
You haven't had anything back for a response? Okay. All right. So what I think we should probably
I
do,
thought he had responded back and said something about a quick conference call.
No, not to me.
I had an email.
That's good.
I thought it came from you.
No,
I don't know where it came from then.
what was the date? How recently?
I didn't even look at the date, but it was,
Since our last meeting or?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah,
I
because,
think you were copied on it, Phil, because I was helping him with his email, and
okay, yeah,
I think that he did either send it to you or your name was on one of them.
okay. Okay, check town email this morning, nothing in there, so I'll try it again.
I don't have it with me, obviously, but
That's
I
okay.
can forward it to you.
Right.
I thought it came from you.
No,
Dennis, I think it was actually from George. That's why you were able to send Matt.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah, the note that I sent to town council, I CC'd the Maribel and the
yeah,
select board.
okay. All right, so we're clear to reach out to them and that's being worked out. And
Yeah.
then as soon as one of us gets in touch with them, we'll try to set something up to, to start setting up the various questions that we have. Okay. Some of the other tasks that I recall were to talk to well, actually, this is up later on the agenda, so I'll get to that in a minute. But I know that both the Conservation and Planning Board also were wanting to get some support from the Board of Selectmen on getting responses back from DEP in particular. I wanted to just resurface the request to get the specific emails and documents that you want the response to, so we can kind of put it together as a package to send to the Board of Selectmen and get that going.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, one other thing, the letters that we drafted,
Yep.
they were signed yesterday morning, and I think more like afternoon by the time I signed it.
Yep.
But Maribel was sending them right out
Great.
to all the senators and reps.
Great. Yeah. Ellen had actually suggested that we do some reach out, or that the board do some reach out to state and federal reps. So I drafted some letters, made a few changes along the way, and then the Board of Selectmen at their meeting reviewed them and said that they would sign them. And then they have been sent out to Senator Markey, Senator Warren, Congressman McGovern, State Senator Durant, and State Rep Berthium. Basically, just alerting them to the hearing, asking them to support us, giving our sort of basic stance on the situation, and requesting, if possible, that they either write a letter of support for the EFSB docket or come to the hearing or speak at the hearing if they're willing. So that was basically what we covered in those letters. And they were signed by 2 out of the 3 selectmen. The third selectman's recused from this whole matter. So, but we got the other 2.
Yeah.
Okay, so one other thing that was in those letters was we offered to give them talking points if they wanted them. I don't know if any of them will take us up on it, but we have to be ready for that. If they take us up on it, we're going to have to quickly put something together, but I'm sure we can think of it pretty quick. So, okay. And then, I also had offered in an earlier meeting to draft a notice, that I was thinking maybe should just be sent to everybody on ocam-ma.gov, from the Board of Selectmen, presumably. Actually from this committee, but it would probably go out from the Selectman's office.
Okay.
So this is the my draft of what I thought it should say, but I'm very open to feedback and changes and things like that if you want to. I can read it out loud for folks if everyone wants to read along. Okay. So it just says, hello, this is to inform you that the OCAM Board of Selectmen recently created a new committee to focus on matters relative to the proposed BESS project intended for OCAM. The committee of 5 members was formed with representation from the Selectmen, the Planning Board, the Conservation Commission, and 2 town residents at large. The purpose of this committee is to facilitate communication, coordination, and efficient use of time as the town deals with the multiple aspects of this process that will likely involve all departments, boards, and commissions. To that end, we strongly encourage all municipal employees, appointed officials, and elected officials to monitor this committee's activity closely, either through in-person meeting attendance, viewing posted meeting videos, and/or reviewing minutes. This committee needs and would greatly appreciate your input, your suggestions, and your perspectives on all points in this evolving process. We would be pleased to work with you both in public and individual meetings as needed. Lastly, we will depend on each of you to keep us informed of any and all requests, communications, and/or upcoming official actions involving the developer and the developer/petitioner, the Department of Public Utilities, EFSB, and any other state agencies relative to this matter that come to your attention. This is critically important to the success of this committee for the best interest of OCAM. You may do so by reaching out to any member of this committee directly as needed, or by contacting us through the town administrative assistant, Maribel Lagrange, and I didn't ask her if that was okay or not. So if people
I'll talk.
agree with that, we can ask her before we send this out. I just volunteered or voluntold her. Thank you kindly for your attention to this matter. We look forward to working with you in partnership, OCAM Best Committee. And then I just listed our names. So that's what I came up with, but I already found a few typos along the way, but I think it could, use
Fine.
any edits if people have them.
Are we a subcommittee?
Yeah, Dennis is telling me that we're not, so I'm taking that out. Changing it to committee. I think I missed a few
Yeah.
articles here and there too, so. Anyway, so any, that you think I missed anything major that should be included, or?
I think that's good. That'll just go in all the boxes.
Yeah, it'll just be a townwide email to everybody.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Is there any advantage to spelling out EFSB for those who may not know?
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yes,
First time.
you're right.
Maybe DPU also.
In DPU, yeah. Okay, great idea. Anything else?
No.
Okay. Anyone have any suggestions? Yes.
I was just wondering if it might be helpful if something, not to that degree, but a simple, a little bit more information about the BESS project could go on the town's website instead of just referring them to.
Oh, that red banner thing that goes to the link?
Just
Yeah.
An update of what's happening. I think it would be appropriate to be on the town website.
Hmm.
Whatever information that you feel is necessary, but maybe something about the hearing.
Mhm.
Oh, that's a great idea. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because we are gonna try to get it out on the mobile signs on the roads, but you're right, putting it on the website right there is a great spot for it too.
Yeah, the electronic sign is at the bottom, 148 right now, but it's
For
got
the
the town meeting.
special town meeting, yeah.
But as soon as that's over, I don't think we'll have a problem.
Flipping
swapping
it to the
over
new
Mhm.
message.
For the hearing,
Great,
for this.
great. All right, I'm gonna write that a little. I'll get down.
Can we clarify too, as we talk about the hearings, the difference between the public comment hearing that's coming up October 16 and what we will have to do for the evidentiary hearing that follows that on October 30?
We
Well-
should do that. Yes, I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, the evidentiator doesn't start on the 30th. That's just the deadline
You
to
just gotta
file.
file as an intervener
To
by.
file.
Yeah, we don't actually know when the evidentiary hearings are gonna be scheduled yet,
Mhm.
so, and my guess is that it probably at the earliest would be late November, at the
Okay,
earliest, maybe later, depending on a whole bunch of things, but we'll have a little bit of ramp up time, I think,
good, okay.
for that. Um, and I don't know if those are live stream. I know they're videotaped and recorded. I don't know if they're live streamed though.
Mhm.
We'll see if we can find out. So if people want to watch them in real time. Yes.
To let the abutters, to let you guys know, I know one abutter has received the official document saying that October 16th, the meeting won't be happening. Because they have to do it within a certain mile radius or something.
Yeah.
That's why we
Board of
got it.
Assessors.
So
That's
you-
why we got it.
So it might be in
Mile.
Mile.
today's edition of the Barry Gazette, which will appear tomorrow. We can look at that one too. Could be, yeah.
Energy requested from the Board of Assessors, so everyone within a mile.
Good, yeah.
From their driveway to yours.
I don't know if it's from the site or from actually the intersection at Colebrook. I don't know what Diane did,
Could be from all boundaries if it's typically
probably.
like hearing.
Did you get one, Michelle?
No,
Maybe,
I-
maybe
No.
tomorrow.
I got
no,
one.
I didn't even get the first one.
You got one?
But I do know when they had that meeting at the Berry Library and they were supposed to notify people, there were people that didn't get notified.
Uh-huh.
That seemed kind of haphazard on that
Yes.
Based on,
notification.
it's based on who owns the property. So like if you rent it or borrow it or.
It's the
Based
owner.
off the town records for who the tax bill goes to.
It's all written out, who they have to contact, how they have to contact them.
Yep,
They tell them not to contact the same party more than once.
yep, yep. Right, and the previous time they did it, it wasn't under the EFSB process. It was just,
There, it
Yeah.
was there.
Yeah.
The stuff.
yeah, it was whatever process they were using then. Okay, so yeah, yeah. It sounds like notices are out to abutters and it's on the 16th. So, okay. So other than cleaning it up and making those little fixes, are there any other things that people want me to add to this? No? Okay.
I'll ask Maribel if she minds being put in the middle.
Yeah, let's make sure that that's cool first, and then if that's the case, because we don't have like a email address for this committee yet. If we did,
Right.
I would do it that way, you know what I mean? But we don't, so we'll see what she wants to do. And then but I'll also probably ask her to send it out too on behalf of the committee. Yeah. Okay. Hopefully she has like a all staff DL or
I'm
something.
sure.
Yeah. Okay. All right, great. All right. You just mentioned about the BOS decision for legal counsel. They also, acted on the letter to state and local officials so that we can check that. And then you did raise the question of adding board members at the meeting on Monday as
Yeah.
well. Do you want to update everybody on that?
Well, just as far as quorum,
Yeah, at the last meeting we had, we were entertaining the idea of adding some other committee members,
Yeah.
and you brought that back to the board of selectmen and discussed it with them.
yeah. I think they were okay with it, but it's still, I think we need to get a hold of the people we're thinking of expanding it to and saying, are you gonna show up?
Okay,
Because if they're not, we could end up, if this is a 7-person committee, say, or a 9-person,
right.
and
Yeah.
Too many people don't show.
4 show up
Yeah,
for a
Yeah, yeah.
9-person committee, you don't have a quorum.
Okay.
You can't do
Yeah.
anything.
okay.
So we gotta make sure, if we're gonna expand it, they're gonna show up.
Mhm.
If they're not,
Yeah.
we can
So
get information from them.
it might be enough just to add Board of Health. If either Ariana or Susan Weeks would be willing to attend.
I talked to Maribel and she talked to Ariana, I know.
Okay,
She pretty much said, I don't have time.
she didn't have time. Okay,
And Liz
Liz Weeks,
was kind of.
not sure either.
Yeah,
non-committal.
yeah, I don't hold me to this, but I think she said something about her not sure what they have to do with this.
Huh.
They have a lot
Noise.
to do with it.
Noise,
but
acoustical.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So should we consider them asked and declined, or
I
should
think
we
so.
take one more pass at it?
We can take another shot at Liz if you want.
Okay,
I would say Ariana's out.
a definite no?
Yeah.
Okay,
As far as that's concerned, we've sent all the information to Mass DEP so far, quantifying the noise that we expect is going to happen. And we have an acoustical consultant on board. Yeah. So we can start that process. And
When is that gonna start? Do you know?
as soon as they receive it and turn around. I'm not clear whether the consultants will be most needed for the 16 hearing or for the evidentiary hearing. But in the meantime, he will be reviewing all of our material in detail.
I actually think it would be better if they avoided the hearing,
Okay,
and came in for the evidentiary phase.
good, right.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Which also works timing wise, probably for your purposes, but I just think like strategy wise, I think there's just gonna be so much coming into the hearing from every perspective and tons of people, and it would just get kind of
Good.
diluted a little bit, you know,
Good,
in
okay,
that setting, but in the evidentiary, which is way more focused and pinpointed, I think it would be a better place for that, in my opinion.
okay, good.
I don't know if you guys have
Yeah.
thoughts about that. All right.
No, I think we definitely should be holding some stuff
Mm-hmm.
for the evidentiary.
Okay. Yeah. And same thing with the, and you know, like if we decide to hire a professional environmental consultant, I would say the same thing for that.
Mhm.
Um. So. All right. And then as far as the engagement of these consultants, um, can you just make sure that, can we also be included in any discussions that
Oh,
you have with them?
absolutely,
With the
yeah.
planning board and stuff,
Yeah.
if you're doing it through the planning board, it would be good, I think, if members of this committee kind of, you know, were present for that and could participate a bit.
I think we would schedule them to meet with the committee.
Okay,
This
great.
committee, yeah.
All right, that would be
Yeah.
super. I think that'd be great. Okay. All right. Um. So who would like to make one more ask of this week's?
I'll do it.
You'll do it? Okay, great. And you can report back next time if she's interested.
Does anybody have an email for Elizabeth Weeks? Because so far, that doesn't come up.
She doesn't have a town email.
Okay, we'll just do BOH then. BOH
Yeah.
at OCAM, okay.
Actually, yeah, I think they said at their meeting that they only have the BOH email, but they both look at it.
Okay,
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. So that's probably the best bet. And then I had also mentioned the idea of asking someone from the assessors.
Yeah.
What do folks think about that?
Mhm.
Any,
Just to keep them in the
Thoughts?
loop or?
keep them in the loop, and I
Yeah.
think they're gonna we're gonna rely on them a lot, you know, if this process goes forward.
Mhm.
Um,
Mhm.
No, nothing. All I can do is ask Diane questions.
She's perfect.
We're part of a Board of Health consortium with Leicester. Can we use them to acquire any of your Board of Health information?
Because that's where Liz and Ariana are gonna go to. They were supposed to be, that person from Leicester was supposed to be at the BOH meeting and they didn't show.
mm,
Mhm.
Because they both don't know what to do, so.
Mhm.
Oh,
using
yeah.
The Leicester.
yeah, I mean, if there's anyone on the Leicester Board of Health that can help us,
Because
I'd
he's on-
welcome it.
He's on the OCAM, Facebook, on the OCAM town page,
Mhm.
his name,
The Lester contact?
yes.
Mhm.
Maybe the committee
Mhm.
is,
Mhm.
Okay.
So are we all in favor of formally asking the Board of Assessors to put someone forward if they're interested
Sure.
or not?
Yeah, I'm okay with it.
Okay.
Are you interested? No.
Okay.
Can't answer any questions. I can't do anything.
And if they don't want to put someone forward, at least we can keep them in the loop. Everything we,
Well, yeah, and that's kind of what this
Yeah.
notice is all about too. We
Mhm.
actually want everyone, even if they're not on the committee, to be a part of this, you know,
Yeah.
and attend as many meetings as they can, just because, you know, everyone needs to know what everyone's doing.
Yeah,
Um,
the only part of that is we want to have an odd number
right.
on the committee.
Well, that's why I was thinking of adding assessors too. If we get,
Assessors, yeah.
if we get Board of Health and assessors
Okay.
together, then we've got, still have an odd number. And then if we don't, then we'll have to figure it out.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
We definitely, I mean, even if they aren't on the committee, we definitely want to be in contact with them. and
Yeah.
Getting whatever information we need.
Yep.
Diane's been, I think she's been to 3 seminars now on taxing.
Hmm. relative to this kind of setup. Okay, well, that's good. She's going to be a gold mine of information for us then. That's great.
Have-
And I
have you
did,
s- Sorry,
I did see your email.
Mhm.
I think you sent an email to, was it to you? Or, yeah, about the taxing and heavy on the front end
Out
of
to
it.
me.
Yeah, it never goes below 30% before it starts. Any kind of infrastructure like that drops to 30% at the least. So the first year it would be, the first few years, it would be as improved land that would come in under growth.
Yeah,
And then the facility itself will come in under personal property ownership.
Yeah, we definitely want to understand all of those implications, because I'm sure that,
the other part of that particular subject is, if you have a pilot agreement, that probably does away with the actual
Which
tax.
apparently these things don't typically have pilot agreements. They're exempt from that.
well, we'd have to grant it as a town anyway, right? I mean, it's optional for the town,
She didn't seem to think that you could get a pilot agreement on them.
right?
I thought
Okay,
that's what they did in Medway,
yeah, yeah,
because that was a set number for 20 years.
yes, yeah.
I don't know.
It was a set dollar amount per year for 20 years.
They just.
And
residential.
for anybody that doesn't understand, pilot stands for payment in lieu of taxes.
Dennis, do you know if there's been any response from Zoval about the lapse of the permit?
Not that I've
How
heard.
about the class 2 license?
I haven't heard anything from them.
Okay, yeah. Just so you know, the special permit for BHT OCAM LLC that was for the use of that site, the permit lapsed. We notified Zoval and BHT that they no longer have any special permit for the use of the site. We tracked the certified mail, it's been delivered. We don't know if we're going to hear anything back from Zoval or if it doesn't even matter to them since they're probably focused on the income that they would get if the battery project gets approved.
were they even
But we-
using it for that, by the way, lately?
No, they haven't done anything with it.
Yeah,
Nothing at all, been no action. And in fact, the previous special permit lapsed because they went for 2 years without doing anything.
hmm
And in this case, with the permit now void, that's simply a 42-acre piece that's part of our overall zoning district, agricultural, rural, residential.
okay. All right, so, does somebody want to volunteer would it just be Diane that we would be asking, or is there another board member we should ask too?
Peter Joyce?
Peter Joyce?
Hmm.
So, would someone want to volunteer to ask each of them if either one had an interest?
Can.
You can? Okay. And then if they do, and they come to a meeting, then we can then, sort of solidify that and then bring it back to the Board of Selectmen for a request to appoint at that point. Okay.
Diane was not sure that it would not interfere with conflict of interest, being the taxing person.
Well, it's interesting that you say that, because I actually think that's another thing that we need to sort of settle with town council.
Mhm.
Is this whole notion of conflict of interest for all, this is coming up everywhere that I want to, as I'm talking to people are very concerned about conflict of interest as different boards and commissions and having this sort of clearance, if you will, to give their opinion on this and participate in the process. I have a very strong opinion about it, but I want to check it with legal first and make sure it's what I think it is. But I'd like to actually get to the bottom of that and give people clear guidance on it, because I think maybe there's some false assumptions about that. But I'm also not a lawyer, so I want to double check it.
Is the concept that if we're on the board, we also can't express personal opinion?
Step aside and address a personal opinion.
Yeah,
You have to go sit in the audience and say, I'd like to be John Q. Public.
I got my 3-minute read already.
yeah, I think the state conflict of interest law has more to do with like your having divided loyalties between your,
Being an assessor
yeah,
and assessing the project.
Oh,
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. But again, I think there's a lot of nuances to that and we need to get some clear guidance on it. I still think that there should be a very wide avenue to go down as far as being able to speak about the project for all town officials, but we want to make sure that people feel comfortable doing it. But I'm hearing that all over the place, so it doesn't surprise me. Yes.
When would we be able to clarify that?
As soon as we talk to town council,
Yeah.
Because the fire chief came in and said he can't talk about it.
that's right.
And I don't see why the select people can take a stand and he can't unless it has something to do with his state job. And if that's the case, we should have somebody else up there to bring the case forward for our town. But the idea that he's been muted to get up there and say anything, ethically, I don't believe that's true. That's my opinion, and I'm not a lawyer.
Yeah. I mean, I think we just need to clarify it and make sure everyone is, feels like, I think people just don't want to do anything,
Right.
that would cause,
Now's the time to be getting your speech together and,
Yeah.
loading both barrels, not the day before the town council says, yeah, you're all set. to
yeah,
go.
no, that's my opinion too, for what it's worth, but we'll see if we can get people clear guidance on it so they're comfortable I think it would be a little bit of a different situation, Scott, if a municipal employee had like opinion that was diverging from their employer, but their employer is the town,
Right.
right? So my opinion is if the town is opposed, then, and they're opposed, there's no conflict.
That's the way I would read
But I
it.
just want to make sure that that's,
I appreciate you looking
Pathetic.
into that, Matt.
yep,
For me personally, conflict of interest would be, I'll use myself as the example here. I'm the wire inspector. If I went to the hearing and said, I'm in favor of this, I think it's a great thing, that would be a serious conflict of interest because it's more got to do with if you're going to get money out of this versus, me being the wiring inspector and saying, I'm not in favor of this.
Right. My point is, if we can't get the fire chief to get up and, tell them what the real facts are.
He's critical.
well, he
He
did say he could get up and give facts, so I'm not, I'm confident he'll speak.
I'm confused, and if you can clear me up
Yeah.
after you talk to the town council, we can open our own practice.
No, I think he's willing to speak. I think he will speak. I think he was just, I think there was some corridors he didn't think he could go down that he was being cautious about, but I also think we can maybe, elucidate that a bit for him too and others so that people feel more comfortable and they don't feel like they're going to step in anything.
Thanks.
Yeah.
The other thing is anyone can call the Ethics Commission.
Yep.
Get clarification. And it's the
That's right.
appearance of a conflict of interest. So as an individual, whether you're a town employee or an individual working in the capacity of the town,
Right.
something you can get guidance. from
Yes.
Yourself and clarification.
It's a great point. Yeah. They have the lawyer of the day that you can call it at the SEC.
Documented,
Yep.
and who you spoke with and
I think also beyond that tight lane of ethics violation, I think we also got to be a little bit careful of, I'll say for the evidentiary hearing, any town employee saying something wrong ahead of time.
yeah.
And I think that's more where Tim's coming from on this.
Yeah.
Yeah, the actual ethics violation.
Yeah. You.
Yeah, it's not just
all of you
ethics,
in
yeah.
that commission you take the test every year.
Right.
Mhm.
And so, you know what it is you should and shouldn't do, but those little fine points,
Mhm.
sometimes you just have to figure that out with
Right.
somebody that's on the board,
Yeah,
on the ethics board.
I called him several times.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yep. Okay. But yeah, I think folks on, maybe I'll speak for, I think folks on this committee are more encouraging of people getting up to speak than discouraging of it. So that's what we're going for. We want to try to get as many people, to give their thoughts about this as possible at the hearing. Officials, the public, anybody that will stick up for OCAM. So, okay.
Question.
Yeah. Yes.
Very, very on road. One thing I was gonna say is, I lost my train of thought.
Take your time.
You have the floor and you can't remember?
Pressure got to you.
What did you just talk about? It was right there.
Ethics,
I'll come back.
getting up and speaking.
Something about that.
Okay, well,
We'll blame it on the eye drops.
okay, all right. Well, when you think of it again, anybody else have any comments for tonight before we wrap up? Yes.
This is probably a really silly thing because I don't know how the legal end of it works. But are we committed to using the town's legal counsel? We're gonna try to appropriate money,
Hmm.
and I'm not sure where the figure came from for that.
Mhm.
And is there any way we can consult with a firm that has extensive experience in this type of thing? Or is there someone within town council that is going to assume that role and does have that expertise that we need to
Mhm.
try to get somewhere? Otherwise, I feel like if they're not going to be responsive to us, if they're
Mhm.
not going to be proactive with us, and if they're not skilled in that particular area of litigation or whatever that they need,
Mhm.
are we gonna be throwing this money out the window?
Mhm.
And that's probably a crazy question, but I don't know anything about town council except
Mhm.
That's a valid,
kind of seen as I've attended the meetings that they may not be as proactive or as responsive as someone that we may need in this particular fight.
Yeah.
that's a
Well,
valid concern.
well,
Yeah.
we also have to be very proactive too. We have to drive the bus. If we expect them to drive the bus, it's not gonna happen. We have to really go after it and use them and access them very assertively. I just don't think we've been doing that up until this point because the matter has been kind of a little bit gray, until they actually set a hearing up. It wasn't definite, when this was all going to start
Mhm.
spilling over. But I think now's the time to really jump in with both feet. And we have to, I think as a town, take that ownership and because they're going to work for us and they're going to be our employee basically to give us the legal service. But as far as your other part of your question about, do they have the expertise? Is there a need to go outside of the service that we contract with? I'm gonna actually have the selectman answer that because you could probably do that a better job with it.
The lawyer that we're dealing with on this, but this part of it, he has argued cases before the EFSB.
Mhm.
So
Successfully?
I think so.
That's the key. That's the key. Has he won?
Yeah,
Good one.
How did he do?
Good one.
I don't remember what he said, to tell you the truth.
That would be important to know.
Yeah, I
Yes,
know.
it would. Yes, it-
Uh,
Can we put in a clause like, hands on the states or no fee unless we win?
he told us that if there's a particular thing where we need, he has no problem pulling in other lawyers.
Okay,
So he would be kind of the point man, but if there's somebody that can be pulled in, he is willing to do that.
is he kind of responsive to anything you direct, any communication?
We haven't really communicated to, I mean, Phil, you sent something to him.
Mhm.
Um,
I just sent a copy of the latest thing that we sent to
Yeah,
SDEP, just so that he has that stack of paper that we gave him in July.
yeah.
But we've had no response from KP Law about any of that material that we already gave them.
I sent him an email today
Okay.
and apparently I thought that came back from Phil, but apparently it was him. That said, we need to get together and have a conference call. So you do get a response. As far as the figure of the money that we're allocating, that's gonna be at the town meeting next week. There is a reason for that number.
Okay.
I'm gonna leave it at that.
No, that's fine. I just didn't know
Yeah.
if it was an arbitrary figure. or
No.
some- okay.
No, we didn't just pull it out of the air and say, I hope this is right.
I'll say this too about the budget issue. That's an FY 26 budget amount. This process may go into, future years. So, the legal costs of this may linger for years to come, and we may be back at town meeting for more budget relief on this.
Does any of
So,
that funding cover other than KP Law? Because we'll have the environmental and the acoustical consultant.
It's legal costs.
It's gonna go into the legal fund,
So if that's a legal cost, then I think
legal line item.
yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
So not positive on that.
Mhm.
But that 75,000 is gonna go into the legal line item.
I have a question. When you meet with town council, did you make sure they understand this proposal differs from anything else the EFSB has cited to date? This would be the most environmentally sensitive site. Nothing they've approved yet compares to putting a facility of this size next to more than 20,000 acres of watershed property. And I'm just hoping that the lawyer, whoever he is, understands this is different.
Yeah.
This one is different from an environmental sensitivity standpoint.
And it's a site with no adequate water supply for fighting a fire and a part-time on-call fire department.
Was that it's really important that the fire chief get up, given the events of last week in Boulder City, Nevada,
Mhm.
that he get up and just say, we have pumper trucks of 2,800 gallons.
Right.
Boulder City, they were throwing 1,500 gallons a minute
Mhm.
on those two burning mega packs.
Mhm.
I mean, I just hope he gets a chance to, I know he's gonna do the right thing,
Mm.
but I hope he gets a chance to get up there and state those facts.
Oh, he'll get a chance.
I remember what I was gonna say.
Can I? Oh, all right.
Go for it.
All right, go for it while you still remember.
The letter that they had sent out about the, BESS about the meeting, they put a time slot of 3 hours.
Yes,
Just,
yep,
they put an open and close time,
right,
just,
right. And that may or may not be enough time, but the federal officials go first, the state officials go next, and the local officials go third. So we know at least all local officials that want to get up and speak will be, accommodated. And then after that, they do the public. So if I don't think they're not going to run into that 3 hour time limit, but some people in the public might. So
How do they do the public? It's first come, first served?
no,
Or
there's
when they, whoever.
they start with the list that people are signing up for as we speak, that you can go on the EFSB site and sign up now.
So they go
They go through that first.
on the top.
Yes.
Okay.
Then they look at people who signed up via Zoom and they do those as well. I'm not sure if they commingle those two lists at, in real time, but the people who are signed up in advance, either on via Zoom or in person, go first. When they're through that list, then they ask for anyone in the audience that would like to come up and speak, and then they allow a queue to come up.
People are gonna be in there that wanna speak. So
I think you're right. I think there's gonna be no shortage of people lining up for that. So that's how it goes. Yes, Linda, finally.
No, that's okay. I mean, what's the name of our council? What's his or her name?
George Pucci.
PUCCI, George Pucci.
PUCCI?
Mhm.
All these years I've been in town and I really know.
Well, we have lots of different lawyers.
Yeah, lots of
actually.
them.
Town council is Copeland and Page.
Yeah,
They're huge.
Right.
They.
Town council is who?
Copeland and Page is the law
Is the
firm.
law firm.
Yeah,
KP
yeah,
Law.
yeah.
George
Yes, yeah.
Pucci is the guy.
Just
that
one of the lawyers there.
We've
yeah.
talked to about this particular
Yeah.
issue.
And
Yeah.
our concern is that KP Law now covers, I think, 250 of the cities and towns in the state.
Yep.
So do they have time for us? Are they focused on the bigger towns that pay
Well-
better and use a lot more service?
I can say from past experience, there's a lawyer who's kind of like general counsel for each town. We had an issue when I was on the board before that was way beyond what our general counsel could handle. And they sent us a guy who was probably one of the best lawyers I've ever seen
Hmm.
for that particular thing. So they do have specialists in the firm.
So if for some reason we're not happy with this person.
Yeah, you can always
the
change
selectmen
counsel.
can, what, I gotta always what?
You can always change.
Okay. Just wanted to be sure.
Barbara, yes.
Hi, yes, thank you. Barbara Pucci, 259 East Hill Road East. Just two quick questions. So one on the behalf of the acorns.org. We put together an informational guide about the OCAM BESS, EFSB, and about the hearing. And I wanted to ask permission to leave them on the table for residents, if that's okay. We're doing a mailing next week that'll go out to all the households in
Good. Good.
OCAM. Again, just talking about the hearing and letting people know if they want further information about it, they could pick up these guides. And for instance, if we had them here, we'd put at the town hall. We've got, they're at 148. And then of course, also people could ask us via email.
Good.
But I just wondered if that would be okay if we could do that.
I personally don't have a problem, but let me run it by the rest of the board.
Okay. Would you like a copy of it?
Sure.
All right,
At least I'll have something to show them.
exactly. Lucy, would you like that?
Being prepared.
Yes.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you. I just gave him mine.
Oh, okay, great. All right, thank you.
And you had something else?
Yeah, the other question is, do you know when the EFSB site visit will happen? Are they just coming early or have they given a day and time of when that will take place?
Do you know
For
who
the-
they're, do you know
for
who
the
they're
hearing?
communicating with about that?
No.
Do you,
No,
do they
but
contact you
they
guys?
generally do a site visit.
You mean they actually would go on that site?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're required to.
It's part
It's
of the hearing, the
Right.
whole process.
Oh, good.
Yep. So I'm curious if they're coming early or if it's a separate date
Yeah.
and time.
Better come early because it's getting darker earlier.
Could you check with Maribel and see if
Yeah.
she's been
If we know anything.
in contact? Because she was a little bit involved with setting them up with the school
Yep.
site, right? And the logistics with that, just to see if they asked her about it.
School.
They're arriving at 4 to set up.
Setup.
Okay. But maybe she's aware of the site, maybe the site visit will be happening like around that time or earlier, but it would be good to know.
Yeah.
And also, I assume that it's, there might be the ability for some people to participate in that or observe it.
Right.
So we should find out if there's limits to that or how that works. And if people want an opportunity to tag along, you know, we could maybe get that information out to people too.
So as the state, do they have the power or something to go on that site? No trespass issue?
Well, it's for the, I don't know about that, but I think for the site visit thing, the host is the property owner. And it's part of the expectation of the petitioner that they, you know, allow access to the site for the visit by the EFSB
Mhm.
officials.
Uh-huh.
So I think that's sort of how it works.
Sorry, just being wise guy in my head.
But the whole issue of access to the property, you know, throughout this whole process is another thing I think we need to get good
Mhm.
clarification on.
Yeah.
As each board and department gets pulled into different pieces of this and has a role to play.
Mhm. It should be strictly Zoval, because Morega has no claim on the property. The
One would think.
Morega can't be saying, we have control of the property, you can't trespass. It should only be Zoval.
Island Energy is the one that wrote the letter to the Board of Selectmen.
Yes, and they were not correct in doing that. Because they have no control on the, if they have an actual written lease agreement for that property, then they need to produce it to the town to say.
But
they
they're
have-
still a tenant then.
But it's still a tenant,
Yeah.
exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
So Zoval is the only one who can say yes or no to access to the site.
So those are the kinds of things we also want to get some clarification on, is
Yeah.
all the different relationships that exist with these different entities and what the sort of org structure is of that. For when we need to ask those kind of questions, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. Put that also on the list of things to bring up.
You know, I'm just thinking about these questions about the, like, can fire chief say anything at the hearing and,
Hmm.
if that's the case, no town official should be able to say anything.
Well, that's my opinion. That's what I'm basing my
And-
opinion on. It's a public hearing and they invite comments
And in
from
that particular
officials.
case,
So,
the town can't even take a stand of yes or
Right.
no.
Right.
Yeah.
right,
And
it just seems, yeah,
Yeah,
But the
I think
towns-
there's some confusion there somewhere.
But the town selectmen were voted
yeah,
by residents, so they speak for the residents. And that's the way it should be, you know, I mean, Maura Haley was originally voted in, you know, by the residents of Massachusetts, the majority, so she should speak for the majority. Well, the majority of Oakham
Mhm.
is no.
but we're the minority in the state.
yeah, but the board did make that, you know, was it a proclamation or what was it?
Yeah.
Some type of
Yeah, Lucy DeLeo.
a position that was formally taken. So that's
Or
opposed. Yeah. I agree with you. All right. Any other comments from public session? Yes. I'm sorry, I'm looking at both of you.
I'm sorry.
Ellen,
I'm
go ahead.
saying too much.
No, you're fine.
Northfield Road. Is anything been addressed or is it necessary to address anything about the vernal pool certification? Does that have anything to do with DCR's involvement? Would that be something that they would become involved with because of the presence of those certified vernal pools? And if so, how would they be contacted about that?
Well, I think it might be DEP and not DCR that would have any kind of jurisdiction. But first and foremost, it would be our Conservation Commission that would have, you know, some oversight over those issues.
I just wondered if that would be anything that would be helpful, if so, how it can be helpful and how it could be out there with whatever agency would maybe be supportive of protecting this area. I don't know if that makes sense, but
Yeah, I mean, I'm not quite sure how critical it is to put into the public hearing stage. But I'm assuming in the
Sure.
evidentiary stage,
Mhm.
it would be a strong point to make
Yeah.
for you know, cross-examining the developer's expert witness on the environmental impact.
That's where Ecotech would help us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I think every detail like that is gonna, you know, be important at some point. Scott?
Yeah, thanks, Matt. I'm wondering if this committee could get Dan Clark over here from the DCR to give the same speech that he gave over at the Ware River Water Association. about how he couldn't do anything about this project until something bad happened. You see what I'm saying? The idea that we have to go over there to hear about what's gonna happen in Ocam.
Hmm.
It just doesn't seem right to me. He should have to come over here and explain to the people in Ocam why the DCR, who's an abutter to this project, and gets the same registered letters that I get, and show up and try to help us. I understand this is political, but the idea that your water is based on who you vote for, that's just madly insane. And that's not DCR property, that's our property. They run that for us.
It would affect DCR property if there was a calamity.
What do you
Absolutely
think?
would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, that's right behind my house. I've spent more time down there than the DCR guys have. I can guarantee you, and I know exactly what would happen if there was an accident.
Yeah.
And I can tell you what, and I've told this to everybody, if this project happens, I'm going, I'm leaving. I'm not waiting for litigation. I'm not waiting for mitigation. I am going because people do not realize how big this is. And if you haven't been over to the library and you haven't seen the binder that's over there with all the stuff in there,
Yeah.
go over there and take a look at it because it'll scare the living bejesus out of you. That's all I have to say. Thanks. Well, I think they owe it. I think the DCR owes that to the people in Ocam when they come in here and they take our property, take it off the tax rolls, and then they can't explain to us why they can't do anything.
That's a really good point.
Just to follow up on what Scott said, I made you aware of the memo of understanding
Mhm.
written 20-something years ago between the MWRA and the DCR. The compact between the two agencies committed to protecting the whole Quabbin watershed system.
Mhm.
I know they haven't responded at all to Phil's correspondence, MWRA, but I mean, town council, could they get them? Could town council say, you guys made this compact back in 2003, this compact agreeing to protect the watershed. Can't we do something to get them involved to enforce this?
You should be held to it.
Yeah, I mean.
They wrote it up.
Did you read it, Matt?
I did.
Okay, pretty extensive of protecting the state's water supply.
Oh, they're very protective of it.
So what do we have to do to get them involved and enforce what they wrote all those years ago? That should be for town council, that should be who knows if our lawyer's ever seen that before? I assume he has, but
I've been in,
anybody can read it. It's online. Just
Guess probably not.
just Google memo of understanding between DCR and MWRA. Boom, there it is. You can download it. It's 30 pages long.
Yeah. Well, we'll make sure that like all these, nuggets of information that people are uncovering get put in the pile, for legal review and hopefully
I know
inclusion.
You've seen it, Matt, so you know how important that document
I do.
is.
I do.
And a lot of the planning board letters to the MWRA people from May, June, July, those are all on the docket now too, so.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
so there's evidence of.
Yeah. Yeah, there's evidence that information has been brought to light.
Dan Clark works out of the Belchertown office of the DCR. John Scannell works out of the West Boylston office. He's Dan Clark's boss. I've talked to both of these people extensively. And the idea that there's still junk on the DCR land,
Yes. Yep.
Unbelievable.
it's unbelievable. It's just, it's unbelievable.
Mhm.
And I told that to John Scannell. I
The
told him if that was Blue Hills and there was stuff on the ground, his men would be down there picking that up tomorrow.
Mhm.
the latest letter to Mary Jude Pigsley, who's the central person, Central Regional Office. We summarized all of that, the churned up site and the visible tires and so on, and we attached copies of the letters to about the acoustical issues and the water issues sent that by certified and that's been delivered. So we'll see what happens with that. That was a week ago.
My point is, who's responsible for that stuff that's on the ground? Is it the previous owner? Is it the DCR because it's on their property?
We've been trying to get
I know, if I took my old car and went down there and left it in the woods down there,
the two down there.
somebody
Somebody
would find the vehicle ID number and somebody would be at my door saying, you gotta pull that thing out of the woods.
Yes, yeah.
But the idea that the DCR is handcuffed when there's parts of a '68 Mustang sitting in the watershed, I don't get it.
The two full vehicles in there in the,
I've seen them.
yeah.
They just don't want to do anything.
Well, there hasn't been any pressure on them.
The initial push,
Pressure in the other direction.
the initial push to DEP was to see how in the world we could make it clear enough to them to at least have the circuit rider come in and go walk the site.
Mhm.
And again, there's been no response.
Well, who's responsible
Well, they
for
redid
it
all
though? I
the
mean, the Board of
blazes.
Health or,
They just redid all the blazes in the spring,
Which places did they go?
all around the DCR property, all the property markers all around that site. From the outside, they just repainted all the red blazes.
Including along the stone wall border of the junk? Really?
They-
So
Somebody
DCR,
knows.
DCR people have seen this stuff then?
Oh,
yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
a tree study, there's a tree study that's been happening down there for 20 years, right next to where the junk's all over the ground.
Hmm.
They've marked all the trees with caulking and they go down there and they record the growth of the trees, I guess, to see how fast they grow next to the junkyard. I don't know, but the idea that John Scannell doesn't know that's down there, he knows it's down there because I've told him.
Yeah.
And he told me he was looking at the site from a map. And I asked him, can you see the pile of tires on that map? And then I asked him what the C stood for. And that's when he hung up on me.
Oh.
But I think if you sent him a letter and said, we'd like you to come over here and give the same speech that we heard over there in Rutland, people in Ocam would like to hear him say that there's nothing we can do until something bad happens.
Mhm.
And unless I misunderstood him that night in Rutland, that's what he said. And I think he owes that to the people in Ocam. I think the DCR owes that to us.
He also said, I forget exactly how he put it, but if it's not was it a recorded waterway or?
Yeah, they were working off of maps that were outdated and they
Word
couldn't
wasn't
update
used.
them or.
They basically consider it's not a waterway.
If the brook wasn't on their map from whenever it was
Yeah.
made, then it doesn't exist.
Yeah,
1990s, the maps date back to that they're using.
They said it's not their jurisdiction.
Well, again, maybe it isn't, but I think we deserve an explanation from them, from the DCR. They'll go over and talk to the people in Rutland about driving their horses to Riquabbin,
Mhm.
letting your dog swim up in Long Pond.
Or a cow.
Or a cow.
Or a cow, what we know about,
Oh, yeah.
no further legal action taken.
We're not bringing it
But I don't see why they aren't responsive.
I think because they know they don't have to be, because we're a small
Well, who
town.
says they don't have to be?
I don't, but I'm just saying, technically they don't. I mean,
Well,
other than that, they
technically
would
they
have said
do.
something.
Tom, you're exactly right. I know for a fact,
Mhm.
there's pressure on the other side.
Yeah.
You people are to shut up.
Well, maybe they should pay off this whole town, all the residents, and maybe then we'll shut up. We can all move and they can buy the whole town from
Well,
us.
it's not so much us to shut up. People that are working for
Yeah.
the DCR,
Right.
they don't care about us.
Well, we can continue to,
Send them a
Voice-
letter.
voice these issues, publicize these issues, get the word out and continue to, demand action on these kinds of things.
I don't want to beat a dead horse, but I've got a collection of registered letters at home. that'd probably break your arm trying to carry them. And I know for a fact that every one of those letters I got, the DCI got too, because they were buddies.
Yeah.
And the idea that they don't have enough concern to come up and explain to the other abutters
Hmm.
what the story is, I just find it very disturbing. And
Well-
people say, well, we can't do anything, they're working with the governor, or unless you ask them, they're not gonna come.
Yeah,
We wrote a letter to Dan Clark and we had 50 people sign it in Ocam and tell them the same 50 people are gonna be up at the Ware River meeting to talk to him next time. He'd come and talk to us.
You know, if Phil doesn't get an answer to that finely crafted letter he sent to the RD, Cerro RD in Worcester, we have to do something about that. That is just intolerable.
Mhm.
All those issues, the wetlands and the acoustic and the noise problem has been sent upstairs to her office in Worcester.
Mhm.
And that was a fantastic letter you wrote. You do write great letters, by the way.
It does, doesn't it?
If she doesn't respond to that, we shouldn't
Well, we have
tolerate
town
that.
council, maybe we can, once we pass the
Or-
budget,
Or our
They
rep,
could
or
do
our
it.
state, whoever,
Yeah,
somebody's gotta get involved to put an end to this, us being ghosted.
Right, just to say it's political and there's nothing we can do, that's not,
no,
we haven't even gotten a commitment from Duran or Donnie Berthium when
No.
they're gonna speak.
yeah, I mean, I'm not saying that there's nothing we can do or should do. I guess what I'm saying is that all these issues are gonna take time to work through, and they're all important. We need to address them all. But we also need to focus on between now and the 16th and
That's what we've been trying to do.
and getting ourselves well positioned for that and putting our best effort forward for that. And then even after that day comes and goes and that's behind us, then within this EFSB process and outside of this EFSB process, all these issues will continue to be here for us to sort of work on and pursue and try to bring pressure, on this from every angle. So I just think we have to focus right now between now and then on narrowing down our efforts and our communications and getting people on board for the hearing for now. And then after that, I think we can kind of take a more expansive approach as a committee around addressing. This is big. There's so much to this, right? There's so much to this. There's state agencies, there's a private company, there's lawyers, there's high-priced lawyer firms, law firms in Boston involved. There's, media attention. I mean, there's a lot to this, and we have to make sure we stay focused in each part of the process. So that's more where I'm coming from, Scott.
I agree with.
I'm not poo-pooing it.
100%, man.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
It's more like having a good strategy.
We can't take our eye off the ball at this point.
Yeah.
That's October 16th.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
Okay.
can we get more media coverage? I think Mass Fiscal is coming. Spectrum News, yeah.
supposedly coming.
You think we can get channel 5 or 7?
Contacted her, I haven't heard back.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
If it's a slow week, they'll come.
Emailed,
I'll reach out to her again.
Question, we gonna be able to record the meeting ourselves or are they just recording? it? I'm just thinking there ought to be a second kind of,
I think in this day and age, anyone can record anything, can't they?
Yeah,
So
well, I'm just saying like the town.
the town, I don't know,
It'll be on their YouTube channel.
but they'll record it.
They have an
sure.
extensive
Yeah.
YouTube channel.
You can
With all the past hearings, you can watch them anytime.
Yeah,
Years gone by.
Yeah.
I just think we should make sure that we also have recording, just in case,
They change something.
yeah,
Mhm.
Yeah.
just in case, so we have the information to go back over.
Yeah.
Because they put it up, maybe all of a sudden it comes down, or we can't get to the link, or
Yeah.
yeah.
we should have a second.
There's always a possibility too, there could be some auditory kind of challenges with a space and even if they think they got a video of it, it might not be that intelligible. So I agree with you. I think if other people can record it from different vantage points, that would be good.
We know they cheat.
Who cheats?
They do.
Petitioner.
I haven't done a sit-in since
Already.
1969, but I'm getting about ready to get my,
There's no cheating, Linda. There's no cheating in OCAM.
oh, not us.
The
I know what
petitioner,
I'm talking about.
petitioners. Yeah,
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
they'll do anything.
Well,
The wetlands,
There's-
the noise results.
there's a lot of us to hold them accountable, so.
I know that, but sometimes gotta get as down and dirty as they are, you know. You're too nice a guy, Matt.
No, I'm not. All right. Any other comments before we wrap up? Okay, great. Well, thank you all for coming and we will, actually, we do need to talk about when we want to meet next.
Mhm.
I'm gonna just suggest
Town meeting.
after like midweek next week, since the special town meeting is Monday and we still are, kind of wrapping up some tasks we're trying to do.
Mhm.
I think we already got through like all the important stuff, I think preliminarily to get us off the ground. So I think we can maybe take a breather and meet like a week from now or ish. Yeah.
It'd be a week.
Is that next, the night? Yeah. Do people have, Thursday evening available? Does that work for you, Lucy? Does that work for you? Phil?
Wednesday.
Wednesday,
Yeah,
the 8th?
yeah.
I can do that. I know that. Can you do Wednesday, the 8th? Yeah,
I can.
you can.
Yep.
Okay,
Actually, what's the date?
the 8th
Wednesday, 10/8.
Yeah,
at 6:30?
sure.
6:30? All right, I'll work on a draft agenda and hopefully get that out to folks and then get it to posting. 6:30, October 8th for this committee. And everybody, please go to the special town meeting on the 6th,
Yeah,
right?
I meant to say that, Jim.
Yeah, we need your vote
Yeah, we gotta get that out.
on that article.
Funding for this. If we don't have any funding,
Then we're really sunk. Yeah,
might as well go home.
yeah. Okay. All right, a motion to adjourn?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
I.
I was asking for one, but that's okay.
Yeah, so I figured that he's gonna.
Uh,
No, it's in.
I know they know.
Switch.